A specialized unit within the Austin Police Department takes down two people they say are responsible for dozens of overdoses on synthetic marijuana. We dig deeper into big cases this unit has cracked and how it operates. First tonight, two arrests in the rash of synthetic marijuana overdoses in Austin. The police department's organized crime unit tracked down a husband and wife they say were flooding the market with K2.
A confidential informant first led investigators to Charles Hurd and his wife Juanita Price. Earlier this week, police used surveillance cameras to follow them to the Austin Resource Center for the Homeless, the Arch, downtown. Officers say they saw Hurd making several hand-to-hand transactions involving small green bags. And last night they tracked his phone and saw it was in Brenham.
So we made an assumption based on that information that he was returning possibly with a load of K2 from Houston.
Police say that Hurd admitted to police they would drive to Houston to pick up the drugs and bring them back into Austin. When they were arrested, police say they found about 400 packets of K2 on them. The organized crime unit has helped solve several major cases that other detectives could not over the last several years.
The most notable case you might remember is the rock-throwing crime spree on I-35. KXAN's Leslie Rangel sat down with a lieutenant from the division who shares what he says is their secret to success.
We've made the largest seizure of K2 we've made certainly this year, and we're holding two people accountable for it.
Lieutenant Kurt Thomas with the Organized Crime Unit.
The success of our division comes from the people that work here.
He says their unit differs because they have time to sit and dig.
It wasn't a matter of doing something extremely special. It was a matter of being methodical and detailed and looking for the answers that were probably beneath us.
They've taken on other high-profile cases like the rock-throwing suspect.
The rock-throwing investigation was about taking this large pile or mountain of previously generated incidents over the course of about a couple of years, just putting a fresh perspective on all these prior incidents.
Organized crime investigates narcotics, prostitution rings, gang activity, and really anything other units need help with.
If we can be an added resource, a tactical resource to attack these issues for these different parts of town, that's our number one priority.
An elite unit dedicated to keeping this community safe.
Those that do work here consider it an honor and a privilege to be here.
In Austin, Leslie Rangel, KXAN News.
The organized crime unit says its largest focus right now is on the drug problem. They say while they don't think they can stop drugs, their mission is to disrupt the dealers in Austin.
In this year's budget process, the department cut part of the organized crime budget, but at the same time, they believe crime will drop. Taking a closer look this year, the unit is spending nearly $18.5 million. In their proposal, APD wanted to cut nearly $1 million. That will eliminate 6 officer positions in that unit. At the same time, they think the number of gang-related crimes will drop by nearly 1/4.
APD says today's seizure is the largest they have ever been able to bring charges on. Before 2015, local and state police could not charge K2 dealers with a crime. But state lawmakers changed the law last year. It expanded provisions of a state law governing banned drugs and punishment to cover K2.